It's that time of the month again. The 6 free PlayStation Plus games for December 2016 have been announced. 2 PlayStation 4, 2 PlayStation 3 and 2 for the Vita as well. We have turn-based stealth, an action RPG, a few side-scrollers and a classic space shooter this month, which should tie you over the Christmas period and into 2017. I won't sugarcoat things, this month isn't great, but hopefully there's something for everyone. Let's start with the offerings on PS4. First up is the Steam hit Invisible Ink, boasting a user rating of 9 out of 10. This game is a turn-based tactical stealth game, playing in a similar vein to XCOM, but with more of a focus on covert strategy rather than all-out war. The brilliance of this game comes in the shape of randomised enemy locations and behaviours, meaning every single playthrough will be different. Another cool little mechanic is the time warp function, which acts like the sands of time in Prince of Persia, and allows the player to time travel back to the previous turn. All in all, these game types are kinda like Marmite, either you love them or you just don't care. Please let me know what you think below. Next up on PS4 is Stories, The Path of Destinies, an action RPG. Boasting a Metacritic score of 73%, Stories has a rather basic gameplay style similar to every action RPG that springs to mind. But the art style and storytelling are what sets this game apart. As the title suggests, your journey is narrated as if it was a storybook. Once the game is complete, which is around 25 levels, the player can flip back through the book and make different choices to uncover more of the story which may have been missed during the first playthrough. There are 24 endings which, when unlocked, build a final definitive ending for you to enjoy. Intrigued? Please let us know what you think below. Before we move on to the PS3, please do me a huge favour and click the sub button, as we really need your support to help our channel grow. Right, onto the PS3, and first up is Hyper Void, which is a classic space shooter with a futuristic neon art style. The sensation of speed is rather impressive, and the control scheme feels perfect for this type of game. With 29 levels and an insane difficulty increase, this one may frustrate the casual gamer. But what do you think? Next up is Tiny Troops, and in this slightly poor month, this is the one that I'll be picking up. If you ever had a Super Nintendo, you'll know the classic game Cannon Fodder. Well, Tiny Troop is the closest modern representation of that game available. Sadly, it feels like a mobile game and the controls can be frustrating at times, but with 30 levels and a bit of nostalgia, this could be one for you. Now time for the Vita, and first up is Colour Guardians. After the world has been deprived of all colour, your job is to bring back vibrance by picking up paintballs. Playing like Sonic the Hedgehog crossed with Rayman, this one is a reactive side-scroller which is massively repetitive. With a Metacritic score of 62 out of 100, this is super repetitive. Oh, did I say this game is quite repetitive? Well, it is. And finally, VVVVV. Well, I think that's how you say it, or it could be It's the last offering for December 2016 and resembles games from the 1980s. It plays like Super Meat Boy without the nuances. The world is chaotic and you will die numerous times until you figure out the right thing to do. Games Radar gave this the most favourable score of 8 out of 10. So, what are you playing this month? Let us know below. I'm underwhelmed by this month's offerings, but before you know it, January's games will be here. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade, and if you're new around these parts, please check out some of our other content. Thanks for your time. Please press subscribe, maybe even like it as well. See you next time.